Much of California can't soak up another drop of rain. Yet the state is getting pummeled again with torrential downpours and ferocious winds, causing power outages and treacherous travel conditions. More than 34 million Californians were under a flood watch Monday, about 90% of the state's population and 10% of the U.S. population. Parts of the central California coast got walloped with 1 to 1.25 inches of rainfall per hour, the Weather Prediction Center said. Extensive rainfall there Monday triggered significant flooding, mudslides, debris flows and closed roadways. Widespread rainfall totals of 3 to 6 inches have been observed from just south of San Francisco to just north of Los Angeles. Isolated amounts of 6 to more than 10 inches have been observed in the higher terrain near the coast. As the rain shifted slowly to the south Monday toward Los Angeles, the National Weather Service there warned of the risk of flooding, debris flow in land scarred by recent wildfires and an increased risk of rock and mudslides in mountains and on canyon roads. A flash flood warning is in effect Monday evening for downtown Los Angeles until midnight local time, an area including more than 7 million people. And hurricane-force wind gusts topping 74 miles per hour thrashed states across the western U.S. More than 37 million people were under wind alerts Monday in California, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Utah, Arizona, and Wyoming. A 132-mile-per-hour wind gust lashed Oroville, California. Residents in Washoe City, Nevada, were hit with a 98-mile-per-hour gust, the Weather Prediction Center said. Expect widespread power outages, downed trees and difficult driving conditions, the National Weather Service in Sacramento tweeted. Now is the time to prepare if you have not already. Almost 92,000 homes, businesses and other power customers had no electricity Monday evening. And the central California coast could be at risk of a tornado. The severe weather is part of a relentless parade of atmospheric rivers slamming the west coast. California is now especially vulnerable to flooding because large parts of the state have been hit by historic droughts or devastating wildfires. Means the soil cannot absorb as much rainfall. And after a bout of hurricanes since late December led to deadly flooding, Governor Gavin Newsom warned Sunday, "We hope to see the worst still ahead of us." 2 bouts of major rainfall are expected to hammer the west coast over the next few days, without much of a break between events for the water to recede. The system is part of an atmospheric river, a long, narrow region in the atmosphere that can transport moisture thousands of miles, like a fire hose in the sky. The atmospheric river slamming California on Monday could result in a 1 in 50 year or 1 in 100 year rainfall event near Fresno, the Weather Prediction Center said. A moderate risk, level 3 of 4, of excessive rainfall covers over 26 million people in California, including in San Francisco, Sacramento, Los Angeles, and Fresno, where rain could fall at 1 inch per hour. The San Lorenzo River in Santa Cruz County has risen 14 feet in just over 4 hours and is in major flood stage. Parts of the county will experience widespread flooding at shallow depths, and the city of Santa Cruz will have serious flooding, according to data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and U.S. Geological Survey. The threat will shift further south Tuesday, with a level 3 of 4 risk centered over Los Angeles. While some of the forecast rain totals are impressive alone, it is important to note that what really sets this event apart are the antecedent conditions, the National Weather Service office in San Francisco said. Multiple systems over the past week have saturated soil, increased flow in rivers and streams, and truly set the stage for this to become a high-impact event. In Sacramento County, officials warned flooding is imminent and issued evacuation orders for the Wilton community near the Cosumnes River before roads become impassable. Wilton residents also had to evacuate during last week's storm, when exit routes flooded quickly, officials said. El Dorado, Monterey, Santa Cruz and Santa Clara and Alameda counties have issued evacuation warnings or recommendations for some areas due to possible flooding and other safety risks as forecasters warned of swelling rivers. Residents in all areas of Montecito, the city of Santa Barbara and parts of Carpinteria and Summerland are being ordered to evacuate immediately due to the threat of the ongoing storm, the Santa Barbara County Incident Management Team said on Monday evening. Leave now. This is a rapidly evolving situation, the team said in a release. Montecito is a haven for the rich and famous, including Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres. Monday marks exactly 5 years since heavy rains in the area caused deadly mud and landslides. Santa Barbara County authorities are advising residents to be prepared to sustain yourself and your household for multiple days if you choose not to evacuate, as you may not be able to leave the area and emergency responders may not be able to access your property in the event of road damage, flooding, or a debris flow.